Hey guys, Video Fletcher, just doing a quick video to show you how my Uber Atziri attempt has gone on the Reach of the Council. I wanted to break it down. I did do a breakdown video on Uber Atziri, but the audio was really quiet. I messed that up on the settings, so I'm going to do another one. This time I actually managed to kill Uber, so spoilers yet, we managed to kill Uber. And I wanted to, rather than just throw it up and be like, yeah, I've killed Uber, there it is. I wanted to sort of give the tips that I've learned and put into practice. Maybe they help you out, maybe they don't. So I'll show one set of trash clear because it's important to see how the trash clears. I'm not using Val Haste because you don't really have a slot for it. Sorry, Blood Rage. So I drop out Blood Rage and I just manually shoot Frenzy to keep up 4 stacks, so I'm poisoning the trash. That makes it a lot easier. The upgrades I've got since failing Uber were the Helmet Enchant plus 2 projectiles on Barrage and a +1 drill neck. I also, after 31 pairs of gloves, managed to corrupt temporal chains on hit. Ideally you want vulnerability on hit on your snake bites, but I find that temporal chains is just as useful. Yeah, it's not top end, but it's a very useful corruption I got, so I've been using those gloves and I was pretty damn pleased when I got them. So you can see the trash clear, you just sit back, you keep your poison up, and it's fairly safe. You want to watch out obviously for corrupting blood and those chaos snakes as you're not CI, so they can do good damage, so just take it slow. You don't want any deaths on your trash, because that's just pointless. In other news, you know I failed 6-linking a Reach of the Council, but I did have some good 6-linking luck. I managed to pick up a Queen of the Forest, and 6-link it in 1 jeweler and 9 fuses, so that was pretty crazy. So I'll just pause it now. As we go into the Vowels, you want to do effectively a few things, okay? As you go into the Val room, there's going to be a Val here, or actually we'll show it you. Let's play the clip. As we go forward, here's what you want to do. Okay, there's a Val here, and there's a Val over here. You want to activate this one, and then ideally, after a few seconds, you want to activate the second. I probably activated the second one a little bit too late. Okay, then you want to use your lightning trap down here. You want to put a lightning trap on both of them. You then want to stand here and manually shoot your Q, your frenzy, at the first Val. When you're at 4 frenzy charges up here, you then stop shooting frenzy and you move on to shooting barrage. Now barrage should be piercing through to both Vals. Now in this attempt, the second Val didn't raise up quick enough, so it didn't pierce through. It still went okay though. So after you've pierced this one and you've killed it, you're gonna blink arrow over it and sit about here, and then again you're gonna barrage it down. It sounds pretty complicated. When you watch Uber videos, I always watch it and think this guy's just got an overpowered build. He's not really doing that much, it's pretty boring, but honestly, yeah, I have got really good gear. I earned the gear myself, I crafted the gear, I played the game a lot, and I've got the good gear, but this is one of the hardest bosses in the game, so yeah, you are going to need fairly decent gear. So as you can see, throw the lightning trap down, put the decoy down. I'm not really sure if the decoy helps, I just do it anyway. And again, preemptively start spamming frenzy. Okay, so one thing I probably would say is here, my pot usage is probably too early. So all these pots, okay, I've only got 2 seconds on them all, and 1 second on them. That's because I've already pressed them down here. Okay, I've even pressed a live pot for some god knows reason. So I probably should hold off my pots. That just comes with practice. Obviously you don't want to mess it up, so you sort of press your pots a little bit early, get them in there. But ideally you don't want to do that, because only now am I going on to single target mode and I've pretty much used all my flasks. So that's not ideal. Either way, we managed to burst it down. And then we jump over. The second Val obviously took a little bit more because, well, I didn't raise it quick enough. And again, stay at max frenzy charges, because if you're not at max frenzy charges for that section, you do not want to be in a room with an enraged Val. Yeah. So, trash is pretty much the exact same thing. Take it slow, no rush. Again, a tactic you can use is leave a pack. You can see here, there's a pack that I just get Frenzy off. And then I run into the room. I leave a pack to the right. So for the trio, it's sort of different. You want to be going in with 4 Frenzy charges ideally. You don't really want to be firing Frenzy at the trio, because the trio's really tough. So when you go into the room, you want to go in to do it as fast as you can. Some builds, they go to the entrance and they sit and they plan everything. I just run in there. So I'm going in, I've placed a portal, and I've got 4 seconds. Now some people sit there and they plan, they sit here and they think, right, what am I going to do? Basically, you run in, you hope you've still got 4 Frenzy charges. You put a decoy totem here, you blink arrow behind, and you start shooting the rain bitch. You kill her first, and then you just start kiting. So here's how it looks. So you press play, you cast your ice golem, decoy, jump over, and my frenzy just ran out, which is unfortunate. So I have to go back onto frenzy mode. Okay, so frenzy it, 2, 3. I'm only at 2 charges, and I went DPS mode. I was a little bit like, oh god, I haven't got time to shoot frenzy. So I go back around, decoy it, still not at max frenzy charges, still not at max frenzy charges. Realise I'm not at max frenzy charges. Now the DPS kicks in. Start to poison her down, and then I realise that it's up to me to just keep those charges. So every so often, you can see I've just spammed Q. I've just spammed Q again, which refreshes it, so I'm back up to 7 seconds. And this is now a kiting exercise. You knock in the back. Don't let them get close to you. You're a bow guy. There's no need for you to let them get close. Clear the trash. Refresh your frenzy again. You can see I'm at 8 seconds. I've done another refresh up here. Up here we've refreshed it again, so I've got another 10 seconds. So that's it. You're placing your decoy. Once you're at max frenzy charges, you look for an opportunity to get the DPS in. Again, it sort of highlights it on this final boss. You slam your decoy down, pop all your pots, your Undying Sun, you crit flask, and he can't really get near to you. Last time I made a micro mistake and ran into the chaos. There's no pressure. Just DPS him down, keep your distance, keep your frenzy charges up, and you're absolutely fine. So that was Deathless. Still not died yet. Again, trash is exactly the same. Take it slow. Now for Atziri, if you mess up Atziri, yeah, you want to not do that. Okay, so I leave a pack over here again. It's probably a bit further away than I'd like, but I leave a pack just over here. So if I die, I can probably shoot frenzy and run and try get into that room with 10 seconds on the clock. So at Atziri, I've not done this before. This was going in blind. I've never done it on a bow character, and I've never done it Uber. My last attempt, I never even got to Atziri. I died every time on the Val. This time it's been Deathless with the upgrades. It's been really nice. So again, you can see here, right? I'm at 2 seconds on my frenzy charge. Things you want to think about. You've got Val Lightning Trap, 1 for each split phase. Ice Golem, you want to try keep that up. You've got Decoy, you want to decoy when you go in the room. And again, you want to spam Q to keep your frenzy up. This is the most important thing, and I'll explain. It's better just to show you. So, as we go into the room, again, I just get in there in time. I instantly shoot frenzy down here, and I've just refreshed it. This is really big, because now I don't have to stand and shoot her 4 times. I can just go straight to DPS. So I slam the decoy down, I blink arrow over, and I just go the DPS mode. It's just good damage to me. Managed to evade that one. And just keep your distance. You know, she's got pretty basic attacks. She does spells, blah, blah, blah. Now, when she was over in this corner over here at Ziri, I should have refreshed my frenzy, definitely. I should be at 4 now, right? Now, when I'm at 4, I shoot frenzy down here again. I shoot frenzy once on this single target split phase, and I go back up to 4, and then I can DPS her with barrage, right? But I'm not at 4 stacks, so I was a little bit worried. So as it plays out, again, you want to throw your Val Lightning Trap, which I forgot. I ate a Flame Blast, okay? 3 odd K damage. So now I'm at 4 stacks. Now I'm at 4. Now just DPS it down with all my pots up. Okay. I'm pissing blood because I'm punctured. And again, when Atziri comes up, I know it's repetitive, but you have to be at max frenzy. That is the snakebite playstyle. Get at max frenzy charges, okay? So I blink arrow to avoid that. Again, go DPS mode in a second. And I'm always trying to refresh my frenzy, because that's the most important thing about the build. If you're not at max frenzy charges, you're not poisoning. You're not doing enough damage. You know, if you're not poisoning, you may as well just be doing a regular bow build. But we're doing a poison chaos bow build. You have to be poisoning. So the split phase, the only thing really, the trash phase, the only thing to think about is, like now, I'm spamming frenzy. So there, refreshed it, I'm at 10 seconds. Go straight to single target mode, chunk her down, really good damage. Now, you can see, because I refreshed my frenzy right at the end, I just lost my pen. Where did my pen go? Well, I've lost my pen, but yeah, I've just refreshed frenzy. I think you've got the message by now. I chuck a lightning trap on her, and I'm at 10 stacks, 10 seconds of frenzy, and I can go DPS mode. That one was a little bit close. I ate a flame blast. Sort of running out of pots here. Still DPSing down. Yeah, and that one, if we watch that back, watching that again, I thought I was in some unavoidable spot, but probably right now, when I see that happening, I should be instantly blink arrowing away into a safe corner in that top left. I didn't, and yeah, unfortunately she got me. That was my only death. So as we go back into the room, you can see what I've done is I shoot that mob, and I run in all my pots, speed up flask, and now I'm going in the room with frenzy up. That means that when this split phase happens, I've got max frenzy, I'm poisoning, and I DPS it down. So it makes a massive difference leaving that pack there. We're not all amazing players, some of us die, and just leaving that pack there makes such a big difference. And again, as we come in for the final kill, refresh your frenzy and just do the same thing again. So I just wanted to show you how the experience has gone. The next thing for me to try and do is Shaper. So yeah, this was the Reach of the Council sort of tips and tricks. I don't know if that helps anybody. I just thought I'd explain it. Maybe it helps somebody out, because I know when I watched the video, I sort of understood what to do, but it's hard to just watch a video and know what the guy's doing. So we managed to get Uber down with one silly death, and we got the Garb and a Goat's Horn wand. So I was pretty pleased with that. That is how the build went. Next thing to do is try and kill Shaper, and then get the challenges done. So if you enjoyed that video, then be sure to let me know in the comments or whatever. And thank you guys for checking it out, and thanks to the guy that did the build guide and answered my questions in the forum thread. So peace, I'll catch you later.